Yeah. What up, Fight World? It's the kid. And we back. Yeah. Okay. We right back on top of things. I done told you niggas stop fucking with me. I done told y'all 9 videos ago, stop fucking with me. I done told y'all 9 albums ago, stop fucking with me. I told y'all I got the 9 on me. Knife Wonder. Smash the like button. I put that knife in you. Take a little bit of life from you. Am I frightening you? Shall I continue? Oh my God, let's get it. What up, Fight World? Your boy Ego. We back. We right back on top of things. Let's get it. Gang. Smash the like button. We got to talk about this. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Pedraza. We got to talk about it. We got to talk a little bit about Eddie Hearns, Wilder Fury 2. It's going to be a good show. Yeah, man, the Niners. Kittle was getting off, though. Are you doing the fantasy football or something? I done told y'all stop fucking with me. We got to come right back. I put that knife in you. Take a little bit of life from you. Am I frightening you? Shall I continue? Put the gun to you. I let it sing you a song. I let it hum to you. The other one sing along. Now it's a duet. Did you wet? Will you check out the technique from the 2 texts? And I don't need 2 lips to blow just like a trumpet, you dumb shit. This is an unusual musical I conduct. And you looking at the black Warren Buffett, so all critics conduct sick. I don't care if you see. Oh my God, let me stop. Or Bill O'Reilly, you only rally me up. Jay was killing this. What'd he say? Like castor oil, I cast Troy, you change your face so the bullet change all that for you. He said, y'all garages of bullets, please don't make me park it in your upper level. We about to valet a couple of strays. God bless you. New media. Shout out to Brian with the $4 super chat. And we back like pop. Oh. I build the sands on you. Lay out a hole in the desert. Build the sands on you. Lay out blueprint plans on you. We rap pack niggas. Dance on you. Then I Sinatra shot you. Goddamn you. I put the boy in the box like David Blaine. Let the audience watch. It ain't a thing. Y'all wish I was frontin'. I George Bush the button. Love what you do, Ego. I appreciate you. Let's talk this boxing talk, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to Brian. You know I got to keep it real. And we got to keep it real in this situation, what I seen Lomachenko. You know, the good thing with Wilder Fury and then, you know, Lomachenko not looking, you know, sharpshooter-ish is it just shakes up the division. You know, boxing is a competitive sport. People forget it with all the A-side talks and shit like that, you know, but it just brings order back into the sport. But, you know, unlike HBO boxing, who just went out the picture, out the frame, and ESPN, I have no choice but to keep it real with what I've seen. You know, they can, ESPN and Stephen A. Smith can get Lomachenko all rounds and make it like he looked exceptional. But to me, he didn't look exceptional. And you know, it's crazy that people make all these excuses year round for certain fighters, and then Wilder has a tough fights how he always fights. Still, like, listen, check this out. Lomachenko had a big 11th round. You know, Wilder had an even bigger 12th round because he literally, that knockdown was crucial. You know, Tyson Fury looked like he was dead. You know, Pedraza was just like, you know, overwhelmed. Pedraza fought stupid when he got rushed like that anyway. He like refused to clinch and was trying to move out the way and shit, and he was still getting tagged. But anyway, people are so quick to criticize everything about Wilder, his whole existence. That's how Wilder fights. But Lomachenko is being marketed as the Matrix and Lomachenko. You know, these are the standards that you placed in front of him. Nobody said that Deontay Wilder was, you know, the picture perfect-esque boxer. They said he's athletic, his size, his athleticism, that right hand, his left hook, you know, his jab. He got smoked, vibranium. That's what people said. But, you know, you guys are the ones saying that high tech and best since Ali, better than Ali, could whoop Pretty Boy Floyd in arguably his best divisions. You know, even Diego Corrales, even if Lomachenko beat, rest in peace, you know, I don't want to spend too much time talking about someone who's not here to, you know, say their piece. But I think Diego Corrales has a strong shot to beat Lomachenko. 6 feet tall, basically, and he's a big puncher. You get what I'm saying? And Lomachenko gets hit with his style. And we know Corrales had heart. You know, look at the Castillo fight. So we know he had heart. You know, either way, I don't think it would have been a one-sided performance like what Floyd did. You know, and you know, this is just really, I guess, is cool for the channel because you guys are here. You know, we family, so y'all know what I said. Y'all know what I said then and now. Like I always tell you guys, listen to what people say then and now. I'm not changing anything. I'm not changing. I've said the same thing. Lomachenko's good, but he's not invincible and unbeatable, and Lomachenko gonna, you know, cause everyone to quit and stuff like that. He caused a guy 2 divisions. The game is so fickle. Mikey calls out Errol Spence. If Errol Spence makes Mikey Garcia quit, you know you're gonna have motherfuckers, you know, making excuses. Oh, Errol, I'd like to see him do that to Crawford, and you know, why doesn't he move up and fight Canelo? You know, shit like that, because they're gonna be upset if Mikey loses, right? Even though Mikey sought out Errol Spence, not the other way around, right? Same thing with Abner Mares versus Tank. If Tank beats Abner Mares, pretty much look for the same type of reaction. Oh, why won't Tank fight Loma? Tank needs to fight Berchelt, you know, whatever. Abner Mares wanted to smoke. You know, Mikey wants to smoke with Errol Spence. He needs the challenge to motivate himself. You know, Tyson Fury wanted to smoke with Wilder. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, why would I have any mercy if this is what they want for their career? You know, and, you know, it makes sense. It makes business sense. It makes sense for their career. They are good fighters, shit like that. So it is what it is. But, you know, people, when it doesn't play out how they want, you see all these excuses and, they scurry trying to figure out what excuse we're going to use as a team. You know, it's like me and my brother, like, let's say we broke my parents' vase when they were out of town, and he's supposed to be watching us, and we playing football in the house or some shit, and break one of my mom's like figurines or vases or something. Now we got to huddle as siblings and decide what we're going to tell. This is what the man fans do. You know, they got to huddle and decide what the latest, let's just blame it on his shoulder. He didn't say nothing about his shoulder. Give Pedraza his credit. Pedraza was crafty. The biggest thing I seen had nothing to do with the shoulder. The thing that I seen is Pedraza was able to better keep up with his foot speed and the switching. He was able to, you know, his reaction time and shit. And he wasn't, I wish he would have punched more. I wish he would have invested in the body. So he didn't have like a flawless game plan, Pedraza. But he did enough. He did it. It was like similar to the Kell Brook fight. It showed people enough of what they needed to see to know, you know, where Lomachenko is at, and that, you know, there are, see, like, you look at ESPN has 30 for 30 coming up, which it looks really good. Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. The thing that's unique about that is Buster Douglas was this huge underdog, and Mike Tyson was destroying guys. So it has virtually, Buster Douglas defeating Mike Tyson was shocking because nobody expected it. You know what I'm saying? This Lomachenko situation, them calling him pound for pound number one, and, you know, saying this and the Matrix and you know, whatever they're building him up as, it's going to be shocking to those people if he were to lose again, you know. But to me, it's not going to be. If you put him in with the right style, I think he has a strong chance to lose, you know. I see, like, it's been a slow and steady process where I see little people keep chipping away at stuff. It's like a windshield. You got a crack in your windshield this big. It's not really big. Then someone cracks it a little bit more. Then they crack. You got to get that windshield replaced. And if you don't, shit might shatter when you're driving. You know, Miguel Madriaga showed me little things. Jason Sosa showed me little things. You know, Jorge Lanata showed me little things. Jose Pedraza showed me little things. You know, those little things, that's all tape. Lomachenko only had 13 fights. Little by little, people are putting it together. You can't say that with Andre Ward when he was number one pound for pound. You definitely couldn't say that with Floyd. What beats Floyd? Simple question, eh? What beats Floyd? We've seen southpaws fight Floyd. We've seen guys who were equivalent in speed and or faster, like Zab Judah, maybe Pacquiao, right? That couldn't beat Floyd. We've seen guys that were bigger than Floyd, bigger punchers than Floyd. We've seen guys who were, you know, boxers. We've seen boxer punchers. We've seen guys who rushed Floyd. None of these guys beat him. Same thing with Andre Ward. We've seen Andre Ward versus a variety of styles. Chad Dawson fights nothing like Edwin Rodriguez. Edwin Rodriguez fights nothing like Kovalev. Or Sullivan Barrera doesn't fight like Kovalev. And Ward keeps winning. Carl Froch don't fight like Sullivan Barrera. You get me? Edison Miranda, Sakio Bika, them guys are power punchers and kind of wild and, like, you know, they don't fight like Kessler. Lomachenko has not continually faced guys. This, and I'm telling you, Top Rank is really good with their matchmaking. You know, because they this is how they build people up. You know, they match them a certain type of way, keep building them, and you're like, oh shit, this dude is, you know, crazy. He's unstoppable. But it's really that a lot of times these guys aren't fighting certain people that you want to see them fight. Block Brussels sprouts. Shooters. Block him. So, you know, Lomachenko, I'm going to ask you guys simple questions. The guy that beat him, right? Orlando Salido, he's never rematched. That's factual. Name somebody who fights like Salido with Salido's attributes, resume, and the experience Salido has, like Mexican warrior type, you know, with power and a lot of good experience, rugged, by any means necessary. Who has Lomachenko fought in his 13 fights after that fight that you would say closely resembles Salido? Please let me know. Name a fighter who fights closely. And please don't say Nicholas Walters, because he fights nothing. He fights nothing like Salido. Name one fighter, anybody that Lomachenko has fought since Salido, since he didn't rematch him, that you would say has a Salido style, has power and experience like Salido. I'm waiting. They always smash the like button while we wait. They always get mad at me when I'm saying this, but you know I'm kicking facts. You know I'm spitting the science, that sweet science. I'm going to keep asking. Who has Lomachenko faced since Salido that they have a style that mirrors Salido? It doesn't have to be Salido because we know he didn't rematch him. But name someone who has a similar resume to Salido, a similar style to Salido. No one's going to answer? Closest one is Jason Sosa, and it's not close. And that's not close because Jason Sosa has 6 amateur fights, and Salido, he turned pro in Mexico at age 15, got knocked out in his first pro fights, so he had to learn, and he has hella fights. He has a lot of fights. Salido has an underrated resume. Salido, a lot of people don't know, Salido fought Robert Guerrero when Robert Guerrero was a featherweight. You know, he beat him. He failed a drug test too. But anyway, he beat Robert Guerrero, and then he failed a drug test after it. So then they reversed it. But he beat Robert Guerrero, and that was Robert Guerrero's like better divisions. You know, but he fought Juan Manuel Marquez, who, you know, knocked out Pacquiao. A lot of people don't know these things. You know, Gamboa, he fought all these guys. So he had a lot of learning. You know, he beat Juanma Lopez in Puerto Rico when he was supposed to lose, and they were trying to set up a Gamboa-Juanma fight. He beat him. He fought Rocky Martinez hella times, and I really thought he fought on the Mayweather-Maidana 2 undercard, and I thought he beat Rocky Martinez. But they let Rocky Martinez keep his belt. I think they said it was a draw, so he got to keep his belt, and then Lomachenko later beat Rocky Martinez. He fought Mikey Garcia, and he got knocked down 4 times and then still came back up, and he started getting a little second win. But then the fight ended because Mikey got his nose broke by a headbutt. So, you know, they called it off. You see what I'm saying? They've kept Lomachenko away from that type of style. He has not fought any. First of all, the dead ringer would be to fight the guy immediate. Like, okay, just really analyze this. Just hear me out. This is what they do oftentimes to the black and brown, the minorities. So we'll use some black fighters for this example. Deontay Wilder, he's enthralled in a controversial kind of win where he retained his title. It was a draw with Tyson Fury. What if Deontay Wilder did not rematch Tyson Fury for the next 4 years? What would you guys say about Deontay Wilder? You know, these motherfuckers, these racist motherfuckers would be like, Wilder's a coward. Wilder's, you know, Andre Ward was right. I knew he wouldn't rematch Fury. He don't want no smoke. You know, bum squad. You would call him every name under the book. But guess what? Wilder's not built like that. They start according to Frank Warren, they're starting negotiations for the rematch next week. Next week, y'all. But I just want you to be honest with yourself. What do you think? He was in a draw, so he still has his belt. He could just move on. Lomachenko lost. What would you guys say if Wilder lost and then never rematched him? Or even with his draw, if he just didn't fight Tyson Fury for 4 years? Let Tyson Fury fight whoever he wanted to for 4 years. Sterling Patterson, you beat me to it. Floyd versus Maidana. He fought Maidana the same year, an immediate rematch. Floyd Mayweather versus Castillo. He fought Castillo the same year. He had a shoulder surgery. You know, everyone using this Lomachenko shoulder excuse. Floyd had a bad rotator cuff in the first Castillo fight. It was close. Some people thought Castillo won. You know, some people thought Mayweather won. Some people might have thought a draw, whatever. 6 to 8 months that same year, Floyd fought him again, the same calendar year. What would you guys say if Floyd Mayweather never gave Castillo a rematch for 4 years? What would you guys say if Floyd Mayweather never gave Maidana a rematch for 4 years? And Floyd won those fights. According to the judges, he won those fights. Lomachenko lost those fights. I mean, even look at Kovalev. Kovalev just got knocked down fucking 3 times and knocked out by Eleider Alvarez. Main Events just sent me the email. Guess who he's fighting? His very next fight. Eleider Alvarez, the same guy that knocked him down 3 times and knocked him out. So, you know, it's a risky fight because if he loses, people are like, ugh, you know. But you got to give props to Kovalev. He lost to Andre Ward and he was like, fuck that, run it back. And then he lost to Eleider Alvarez. He's saying, fuck that, run it back. But Lomachenko, who's the pound for pound #1, according to old media, you know, and the powers that be, still to this day has never rematched the guy that beat him. Unbelievable. And I know it hurts your soul because you know what I'm saying is true. Then on top of that, fast forward to more modern times, he has a 37-1, 50-1, depending on, because the 50-1 was on some of the internet sports betting sites. You know, I think in Vegas or wherever, New York, or I don't know, it was like 37-1. A 37-1 underdog does significantly better than he's expected to, Pedraza. And Pedraza's been stopped before. Lomachenko doesn't stop him, comes close in the 11th round. But either way, like, honestly, Tank Davis destroyed Pedraza. Like, Pedraza, I gotta watch the fight, but I don't remember giving him that many rounds, if any. Like, you know, I gotta watch it again. I really do. And I remember I was like, Pedraza's tripping. Because, see, my memory works. My memory's a beast. It was on the James DeGale Badu Jack card, the Barclays Center, in January of 2017. I just randomly remember these things. I remember what card it was on. But anyway, I remember watching it. I'm telling you, I got memory like an elephant. When Tank was fighting Pedraza, he was losing, and he was doing all these fucking weird noises, like, woo, 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 woo. And he's making all these noises. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Like, I thought that was someone in the crowd or something. And then come to find out it's him. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? You know, he making all these names. Hey, block 115, 111, Fury. They're only here to cause distraction. I'm not playing no games with these clowns. Block 115, 111, Fury. Anyway, Tank was completely dominating, like outclassing Pedraza. And he was like, woo, woo, woo. Like he was making these weird ass noises. Go watch the fight. Making these weird ass, like, whoopee cushion noise, you know, whatever the fuck he was doing. Making these weird ass noises. And I'm like, why is he doing that, bro? Like, why is he doing that? He's Tank whipping your ass. And you making noises and shit. Like, woo, woo, wee, woo, 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 whoop. Like, you are not Bruce Lee with that. Woo, whoop. The decision is mine. I teach who I want. Like, what are you, fucking fake ass Bruce Lee? Woo-hoo! Yeah, Liu Kang and shit. You making hella fucking Mortal Kombat ass noises. MK11 starring Jose Pedraza. Woo! Chick jump, real high, huh? Making all these. Nah, Bruce Lee had swag when he was making his little sound effect. My brother can't talk right. He can't talk right. You dishonor my family. I've been sworn to kill you. Swearing is easy. Okay, I'll prove it. I'll beat any man in this womb in less than 60 seconds. I'm not going through this again, Bruce. If you lose this one, you're on your own. He was like, hey, Linda, don't go too far, hon. It'll be over in 60 seconds. Dragon the Bruce Lee story. That's my movie. Go watch that. That whole scene happened. I just remembering shit. His wife, she was like, I'm not going through this again, Bruce. Hey, Linda, don't go too far, hun. It'll be over in 60 seconds. That's how Bruce Lee said it. But anyway, Pedraza was doing all these whoopee noises and he was getting whooped. So that was like retarded. Anyway, Pedraza did significantly better than Lomachenko. So on top of not rematching Salido and or a style that's ever been anything comparable to Salido, Lomachenko outright does an interview and says he don't want to have to beat up on Pacquiao because he's too old. If you have a struggle fight with Jose Pedraza, then you definitely can't discount Pacquiao as an easy win, especially if it's at 140. Pacquiao knocked Chris Algieri down 100 times and shit at 143. He's hurting guys and getting their attention and he really dropped Brandon Rios, but they ruled it a slip, but it was a knockdown. He knocked down Jesse Vargas. He clipped Floyd Mayweather, and then I think he clipped Floyd again in round 7 or something, but the biggest instance was round 3 or 4 versus Floyd. You know, we got to see what he does with Broner. And you talking about Pacquiao's too old. Pacquiao has done shit Jose Pedraza won't be able to do at this point because he would have already had to start. So how can you just, you basically duck Pacquiao? How is that not a duck? You just say, oh, I'm not fighting that old ass motherfucker. How's that not a duck? But you could fight old ass Rigondeaux. And I'm not mad at the Rigondeaux fight. Fine, you know, it's in history. It happened. But those excuses don't correlate. Rigondeaux and Pacquiao fought in the same gym at one point. You know, they're around the same age. They could have went to high school together if they lived in the same place. So, you know, how you gonna front on Pat? Oh, no disrespect, but Pacquiao old and shit. He washed up. I got my own journey. I don't have to make a name off of beating an old legend. But beating Pedraza is much greater. And see, man, boxing is so funny to me because you always get these motherfuckers that don't really know boxing and they try to interject their opinion. Oh, Pedraza was a champion. Pedraza was a champion for one fucking fight. What? Pedraza recently moved up to 135. Top Rank knew they were going to try to make an opponent for Lomachenko, so they scheduled Ray Beltran, another guy who had title shots before, and then he came up short, and he fought somebody random for a vacant title, right? And then, you know, Pedraza beats Ray Beltran, who Terrence Crawford beat years ago. I was at that fight. You know, Ricky Burns had a win over Beltran. I think Sharif Bogaray, you know. So Beltran had been beat. Pedraza beats him, becomes a champion, and then fights in his first title defense Lomachenko. So it's not like Pedraza was disproven. You know, Robert Easter had more title defenses than Pedraza before he fought Mikey. So we knew that, you know, he held on to his title at least. Some of the fights were close and all that, but there's no reason for Tank to fight Pedraza again and fuck him up worse. You know, he already did that. He already knocked him out. So yeah, you fronted up. You never rematch the one guy that has a win on you on wax. You know, you never unified up until yesterday, and then you unified, and it was like a hellacious fight. You know, like where your face is marked up. It wasn't smooth sailing. Then you say Pacquiao's too old, but then you have, you know, a tooth and nail type of fight with Pedraza. What? That's why I said it doesn't just you got to make stuff make sense to me. I would love win, lose or draw. Pacquiao versus Lomachenko is a good fight, you know. And it sounds like Lomachenko, he called out Mikey Garcia, but you know Mikey Garcia is fighting Errol Spence at 147. So, you know, that kind of, if Mikey gets really, if he loses bad, then it lessens the Mikey Loma fight. Because I want to see Mikey at his best. And, you know, obviously if he's coming off a nasty loss, if he loses, which he's not favorite in that fight, then now you want to fight Mikey, you know? It can't be viewed. That's like Dillian White fought Joseph Parker after Joshua just beat him. So that's cool for Dillian White's career, but it's not the same as taking the belt from the undefeated Joseph Parker. You know, you got to put stuff in perspective. He said Tank went clubbing after the Pedraza fight. You damn right he did. His face was clean. He got, you know, little Mayweather Promotions check. Thank you, Al Hammond. That motherfucker he was at club. I don't even know the NYC clubs, but yeah. And the funny thing is the fans, they're okay with this. They're okay saying Lomachenko is pound for pound number one with 13 fights and a loss. They're okay with him never ever rematching the one guy that beat him. They're okay with him saying, "Hey, I don't want to fight Pacquiao," and giving the reason, citing the reason is Pacquiao's too old. But Pacquiao just showed you versus Matisse that he still got some more fights in him, especially if a guy's moving up. See, Pacquiao, he had to fight a lot of big guys. Lomachenko wouldn't be super big for him, especially in terms of weight department. You know what I'm saying? And then people are content with that. They're like, oh, yeah, the Matrix. Oh, no Lomachenko. Why didn't he know Pedraza had every reason to quit. Why didn't he quit? You know, imagine if Terrence Crawford openly told you on tape, yo, I ain't fighting Pacquiao, that old ass motherfucker. They would say Crawford's ducking Pacquiao. But guess what? per usual, you have a lot of top-rated black and brown fighters who are running towards the fire as opposed to running away from it. Andre Ward did an HBO multi-fight deal. Okay, you want me to fight Kovalev? He's the killer. He's undefeated. That's the motherfucker with belts. Give me 2. Give me 2 to get adjusted to the weight. I got you. Then he did just that. Fought Kovalev. Not once, but twice. And he beat him twice. And I was at both of those fights. Running towards the fucking fire. Running towards it like, yo, what's goody? Badu Jack. Like I said, they not giving no props to my black and brown folk. Badu Jack, he really beat half of the people he has draws with, if not all of them. Lucian Bute, James DeGale, those are all victories. You know, Adonis Stevenson, you know, I hope he recovers and pulls through. But he really beat all those guys that were scored draws, right? Even still, he moved up in weight and he fought Nathan Cleverly, who was a champion at light heavyweight. He did have a previous loss to Kovalev, but he regained championship status with the real belt. Guess what? Badu Jack fought him. Then Badu Jack fought Adonis Stevenson and really beat him, which probably set up Vodstick, you know, because had Adonis hurt Vodstick, you know, had Adonis been maybe a bit fresher and didn't have such a tumultuous war, you know, fighting mid-range guys and then fighting Badu Jack and having a war with them, tooth and nail type of dig down deep type of war, and then fighting Vodstick, that's what probably, you know, hurt because he went through back-to-back wars. But anyway, nonetheless, Badu Jack's fighting Adonis Stevenson. I thought he beat him. And then now he's fighting Marcus Brown, who is another undefeated light heavyweight, an Olympian, the same Olympic class as Joseph Jojo Diaz, Rasheed Warren, Errol Spence, and all them. And now that's who this man Badu Jack is fighting. Yeah, Badu Jack beat Groves, you know, once again, running towards the fire. You know, I know it hurts. A lot of people don't like it phrased like that, but it is what it is. My black and my brown folks, my black and my brown people, they're running towards the fire. Mikey Garcia, he just unified with Robert Easter. He's running towards oh, no one wants to fight Errol Spence? I got you. Running towards the fire. Abner Modest is like, okay, Gervonta Tank Davis, that's the next pay-per-view star. I'll move up and fight him. Running towards the fire. And then you have Errol Spence and Tank Davis. They're like, all right, come on. Get that work then. They are running towards the fire. The difficult challenge. Terrence Crawford seeing Errol Spence. Oh, bro. Oh, don't try that body shit on me. This ain't Keith Thurman. This ain't Keith Thurman. You know, Terrence Crawford is looking in the crowd. Look at, oh, who won what? Who said I ain't the best at welterweight? He's looking for people. And none of that gets credit. Deontay Wilder fought Luis Ortiz. Then he fought Tyson Fury. 2 undefeated fighters in 1 year. And you want to scrutinize Wilder's performance? The motherfucker fought as a heavyweight, fought 2 undefeated fighters. Who's doing that? Who's fighting 2 top 5? Listen, y'all say bum squad and all this. The motherfucker went from y'all, what y'all call bum squad, to fighting 2. You're like, oh, he never fights anybody in the top 10, top 15. All right, so in your words, he had a bum squad resume, and the motherfucker in 1 year, outsold Bad Boy LaFace. In 1 year, he fought 2 undefeated top 5 guys. Name another heavyweight that did that. Povetkin already lost to Klitschko. You can't count Joshua, you know, and he fought Joseph Parker, who definitely doesn't look like the same level threat of a Tyson Fury or a Luis Ortiz. What other heavyweight fought 2 undefeated top 5 guys in the same year? Y'all motherfuckers want to scrutinize because the fight was close. No shit, is close. Tyson Fury's a beast. Wilder's a beast. Of course it's going to be close. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers don't know shit. You know? Running towards the fire. Running towards the fire. My black and my brown folk running towards the fire still ain't getting no credit. They ain't getting no credit for it. Lomachenko is telling you, I ain't fighting old ass Pacquiao. Another person, I know this is hurting people's feelings. Smash the fucking like button. Adrian Broner, I know y'all don't like him. I know you don't like him. But guess what? The motherfucker is looking for the smoke. He called out Matisse. Matisse said, why should I fight him? He don't have a belt anymore. Whatever. He fought Sean Porter. He fought Maidana. He's fighting fucking Pacquiao. He's not saying, oh, Pacquiao, man, that motherfucker's too old. He was down to fight Omar Figueroa, but Omar Figueroa had a DUI, and then he got injured. So he said, fuck it, I'll fight Jesse Vargas. He fought Adrian Granados. He fought Antonio DeMarco when he knocked out John Molina and was a lightweight champion. How does Broner not want smoke? Paulie Malignaggi. He's fighting Pacquiao now. That's what I'm saying. He's not making this. So win, lose, or draw, you got to respect that. He's looking for the smoke. He's not turning down no face. Oh, you know, these motherfuckers be saying the same shit. Oh, Broner's a clown. Broner, oh, he's out of shape. Oh, he parties. But oh, well, he's doing all that and he still got some, you know, got his nuts together and still trying to fight, you know, sound names. Pacquiao's still a good fighter, you know, and for Broner stylistically, on paper, it's a difficult fight. Broner don't care. He's still fighting him. Lomachenko's telling you, why should I fight Pacquiao? Why should I make my name off of an old legend? Broner's telling you, man, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. He fought Mikey Garcia, another quality guy, right? You know, win, lose, or draw, he's still fighting them. A lot more people would have the same amount of losses as Broner, if not more, if they were down to scrap like Broner. People, that's what I'm saying. Boxing got to get it together, man. New media, we smashing on y'all. Imagine if Lomachenko fought some of the guys Broner did. Maidana, Mikey Garcia, Antonio DeMarco. You know, Mexican style. You know, he already lost to Salido. So at the time, DeMarco might have gave him a tough fight. You know, good power or shit. Southpaw, I think. Sean Porter. I mean, imagine if Lomachenko fought. He might have some more losses like Broner too. Broner's down to fight. Shout out to Brian, man. AB fights anyone. He was 23 when he fought Maidana. And that was only his second fight. But y'all don't care about that. This is what I'm saying. My black and my brown people not getting no type of love for this. No, Wilder's not getting love for fighting two undefeated top 5 heavyweights coming off of this alleged bum squad resume. Charlos are calling out Canelo, calling out Triple G. It's not that Canelo is saying, you know, Charlo come here and they're like turning their back. They're calling him out. You know, Triple G's being called out by Jamal. Running towards the fire. You know, meanwhile, Lomachenko still ain't rematched the person that beat him. Didn't look how most people expect him to look versus Pedraza. And on top of that, he's fronting off Pacquiao like Pacquiao ain't shit. And Pacquiao's washed. Listen, if Jose Pedraza just moved to that division. He had like, I think that was his 3rd fight, maybe 4th fight. I think 3rd fight. If he gave you that tough of a fight and had your face looking like Exhibit A, then Pacquiao is a good fight. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If Pedraza, who has a 44% knockout ratio in 20 some odd fights, almost 30 fights, if he had your face looking like this, then I would love to see the Pacquiao fight, because you can't just get hit by Pacquiao clean and be smaller and, you know, have your way and have your night. Pacquiao is not for play. Like, the people that beat Pacquiao box him. There's nobody that I seen went heads up with Pacquiao. Marquez didn't even go heads up with him. Marquez just caught Pacquiao doing that, you know, stutter step shit and had something waiting for it. Who name one person that ever beat. Oh, actually, Eric Morales kind of went heads up, but he boxed. I gotta watch that fight again. Eric Morales kind of was chunking him. Hey, I give it to Eric Morales. He might have went heads up. I got to watch that first fight again. But, you know, that was an arguable victory. Some people thought Pacquiao won, you know. And Pacquiao said he didn't get to wear his gloves and all this shit last minute. I thought he said clitoris. He's like, I did not get my gloves, my clitoris. I was like, what? Clitoris? What he talking about? You was in the back watching porn? But he meant to say Cleto Reyes, but that's when his English wasn't, you know, all the way there. So I thought he said clitoris. I was like, what? He's like, and then the promoter, he said, my clitoris. I'm like, what? Yo, clitoris? You was watching Bang Bros, Pacquiao? Bangbros.com. You was on Pornhub? What you talking about? Last minute, the promoter, he said, I do not have the clitoris. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that motion with the clitoris part. Just, it's Cleto Reyes, Pacquiao. I'm trying to help you. Cleto Reyes. He said it too quick because he was just, you know, getting his English all the way right. I have a cut on my forehead and my head bleed in my eye, and then the clitoris. I hit the clitoris. Like, Pacquiao, stop doing that. Just say your gloves. Don't say clitoris. You're not all the way there yet with the English. And then my clitoris is it's sensitive. Like, oh my God, Pacquiao, stop talking about this clit shit, bro. Cleto Reyes, say it with me. Go watch it. I swear, I'm not making none of y'all laughing this shit. I'm not making none of this up. Post fight, Eric Morales, he was complaining because he didn't get to wear the gloves he wanted to wear. I want to thank the Lord. He blessed me, and the promoter does not let me wear clitoris. I have that clit. Like, okay, we get you, Pacquiao. Shout out to Luke Oliver from Canada, 1350. Salute. Much love from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Man, I gotta come out to Canada. I've never been, but I will come. Yeah, I gotta go. Ego, your memory is too good. Man, this is what I does. This is what I do, man. Go watch the fight. I remember silly shit. I thank the Lord. My clitoris is like, Pacquiao, please. Can we get the translator? Can we get the translator for Pacquiao? He keeps saying clitoris on the air. It's national TV. It's HBO. He's on HBO right now. Can you get the translator so he can stop saying clitoris? He's live. HBO pay-per-view. That man was saying clitoris on. Actually, I don't even think it was pay-per-view. That man was on regular HBO talking about some clit shit. I was like, damn. Like Tyson Fury when he was talking to Klitschko. This clit's getting lecked. Tyson Fury, wow, you a wild boy. I want to thank the Lord for my beard is long. Beard gang. I know y'all mad at this beard. It look grizzly, but you know the ladies say it's kind of soft. Okay. That's what happens when you got that mixed shit. Your shit just shit. Anyway, I want to thank the people of. He's gonna pay me. General Santos in. Yeah, Tyson Fury, wild man. Anyway, Lomachenko ain't trying to get no smoke with Pacquiao. He already said it, and fans just accept it. Imagine if Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence said he ain't fighting anybody. See, and this is what I'm telling you. You guys get mad. Oh, this is not about race. It's about boxing. I didn't make the rules. I would love for boxing to not have anything to do with race, but it's not the world we live in. You know, a lot of these dudes is pussy, and they don't want to admit what's really going on. They want to just sweep it under the rug like nobody's seen it. I seen it. Neighborhood Watch. Ego's Army seen it. The Watch. You could pretend you didn't see it, but we all seen that. You ever talk to somebody and then like drool come out of their mouth or something, and you just talking to them, you try to play it off like you didn't see it. Like, motherfucker, I just seen you drool. Like, it just, you spit, and a little spit started fizzling, you know, on your bottom lip and shit. Like, I seen that. Motherfuckers want to act like they didn't see it. Yeah, can you pick up the box? And then you got the spit foaming that shit. And then the person just trying, okay, so you want me to get the boxes up? You just trying to talk to your manager like you didn't just see hella spit globs come out of his fucking mouth. That's not me. I'm from the Bay, bruh. We don't do that. We're not, you know, we all the way solid out here. Ask anybody. You know, I'm not going to act like I didn't see a glob of the juiciest spit, pause, come out your fucking mouth. And you just like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, motherfucker, we all seen that. Hold on, let me get. I didn't think it would come out all slow. Hold on, this shit came out. Fuck. Like I thought it was gonna like, I don't know what the fuck. It's cold as fuck. My shit froze midair. It got all my beard. Anyway, y'all get what the fuck I'm saying. I keep it all the way solid. Fuck what y'all talking about. People want to pretend. They want to pretend like they don't see the shit that I'm talking about. That's why Wilder be snapping and it's like, to this day. That's why he's screaming on y'all, because y'all be trying to play dumb like y'all don't see it. We all see it. Half of what's talking about. Why is this got to be about race, bro? You tell me. Don't get mad at the doctor for diagnosing. That's like a doctor, hey, we ran the throat culture. We did the test. You have strep throat. Fuck you, doc. Why is it gotta be about why is it gotta be about mono? Why is it gotta be about strep? What you talking about? They just telling you merely what their findings were. Stupid. So don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you like it is. If you want that, you know, sugar-coated bullshit, go to ESPN or one of these other YouTube channels, these fucking Samuel Jackson Coon channels and shit. They'll tell you everything you want to hear, you know, for your acceptance. I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck what you think. I know what I think and I know how I feel. The Black Channel. Why do black people love Kool-Aid with so much sugar? Could you tone down the sugar? It's like they want diabetes. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Anyway, man. Oh shit! I just spit in it. I'm like brushing the spit deeper into the beard and shit. Fuck it, we thug life. Fuck it, you know. I brush the spit in all in this shit. I don't give a fuck. Anywho, y'all know what I'm saying. Lomachenko openly said he doesn't want to fight Pacquiao because he's too old. That if Broner says I'm not fighting Pacquiao because he's too old, it don't matter. Pacquiao could be 86 years old, y'all would clown Broner saying he's scared of that work. Joe Tessitore's stab at Mayweather. Man, for these dudes be saying all this shit about Mayweather ruined boxing and the Mayweather blueprint, but they won't shut up about Mayweather. Like, I never seen no shit where you can't wait for someone to be gone and then they're actually gone, you know, and then now you keep bringing them up. It reminds you of the people in the hot seat and all this stuff. Oh, your channel sucks, dude. This is the fucking worst channel. Oh, you're fucking biased. Oh, you're racist. Oh, you suck. But then they keep coming back under 19 accounts. Why would you do that if the channel is what you say? You know, straight clout chasing. You know, Mayweather about to fight Tong Po or whoever, kickboxer movie. Nasu Kao. You know, Mayweather fighting acrobats and all types of shit, bro. Let him get his bread. And then they be hating on that too. Like, I don't care. Watch it or don't watch it. I don't give a fuck. Let him fight that dude. Y'all hating on the money. I'll fight him too if they were gonna get me whatever he get. I'll fight Jackie Chan, any of them motherfuckers. Who wouldn't I fight? I'll fight Su Young from Rush Hour for the right price. Su Young. Oh well, Su Young get that work. Ray Rice that hoe. Let me stop because they gonna fucking try to take me off. Listen, Anybody can get it. That's all I'm saying. I'll fight Bolo Young. I don't give a fuck. You are next. You break my record. Now I break you. Hey, where Bolo at? I'm trying to get that Bolo smoke for the right price. I don't care if I get knocked out. I'll fight Bolo. You are next. Oh, I just did my nails too. Look. Hey, alpha male shit. Look, you got to get your nails right. I did my, I just clipped them and shit. Y'all dirty dick ass males be like, yeah, boxing. Your nails be dirty as fuck. Y'all be commenting on my shit. Clean your nails, dirtbag. Anyway, I'll fight Bolo. Bolo will knock me out. Oh, well. It'd be an honor to get knocked out by a legend. You break my record. Now I break you like I break your friend. Chung. Woo! Enter the Dragon, motherfucker. Where Bolo at? I'll get slapped for that work. I don't give a fuck. I'll fight Bobby Brown. And I know you're getting bored. Woo! Someone said Bolo 75. Oh, well. Bruh, he got a son. I'll fight his son. His son a bodybuilder. For the amount of money they're going to give Floyd, if you give me that, I'll fight all the youngs. I'll fight Bolo old, Bolo young. Let's get it, bruh. Bay shit. And I know you're getting bored. Dealing with her. I'll fight one of them crackheads in the town. Listen, don't ever fight a crackhead. I never had to fight no crackhead, but my boy fought a crackhead. And he said it was the hardest fight of his life because he said he was whipping the crackhead's ass, right? But the crackhead was like Jared Hurd or some Terminator. Like, he just wouldn't stop. He wouldn't give up. He said the dude was like, cracked out. And he said he was just like, ba ba, bink. And he's like, like Tyson Fury. He thought he like slept the crackhead, and the crackhead was like, and I know you're getting bored, damn. And he just kept coming. I was like, oh shit. He was telling me, you do not want to fight no crackhead. I mean, just think about what some of the crackheads do for crack. A fight ain't nothing. They'll take shots, They'll probably take shots for a rock, you know what I'm saying? Punch me in the teeth. I gotta smoke. Like if you have, you got that rock for him, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, my boy fought a cracker. I'm not really trying to fight no cracker if I could. I got these cheeseburgers, man. Please. Hey, the way he had that grip on that bag leads me to believe that he wasn't just a method actor. He was literally on that shit. That motherfucker had that crack grip. I got these cheeseburgers, man. Please. That dude had that cracky grip. I got these cheeseburgers, man. Please, man. I suck your dick. Like, you saying that a little too believable. Director's like, cut, what the fuck? Are you really on that shit? You on that? Hey, that was too believable. That motherfucker didn't even rehearse it or nothing. He just came out. I got these cheeseburgers, man. Please, man. This shit all powdered donuts all up in here. Now, I'm just saying, because you have to understand, the crack fiends, they used to hold in like bags, like, even drugs bag, like when they come in the drug, so you have to just grip it real tight. So he had that cheeseburger, he had that G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip on them cheeseburgers. That's how I know a crack grip when I see it, because it's like a petrified monkey paw. It's just, I got these cheeseburgers, man. Please. Why Why he started lightweight getting like irate. You know what I'm saying? When they haven't had their fix in a minute, they get a little bit irate. I got these cheeseburgers, man. Please, man. I'm going to hell for this. But, hey, Oakland, wild. The Bay Area in general is wild. There's more crackheads everywhere, even where I live. They coming. They coming to the Bay, man. I got these cheeseburgers. Like, why you look scared already? Like, what you scared for some cheeseburger? Yeah, you tripping, bro. I got these. Like, he looking all around. Got these cheeseburgers, man. Please. Hey, these Bay Area crackheads, they be like, they official. I don't know if there's like a crack school you could go to, but they know they shit out here in the Bay. They be doing like shit. Watch, get it dance, get it, go dance. Like, why are you doing all this? Oh, you want some money? Watch, get it, hammer time. Oh. They put me in the middle. Pumps in the butt. We like the girl with the like, bruh, chill out. I ain't got that. They still doing pumps in the butt. Man, fuck you then. Somebody said San Francisco is the worst. San Francisco's trife. Like, San Francisco is just a different breed. Like, you could get out, like, we got out to park. Like, I'm just being real. We got out the park to go to a club. It was like a Saturday night lit ass club back in the day. And we pulled up and we seen like the lights, cause you know you about to park, you still got the lights on. And the lights were like beaming on someone. I was like, what the fuck? Cause it was a person. And then like the image you start to see, cause I think it was a little cold, so might have been a little bit of fog, and then like the fog kind of dissipated. It was a crackhead, and they was like taking the shit just right there in the parking, like, oh, hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Like, Frisco's trying. Like, damn, you just gonna drop that deuce right there? Like, pants down and everything, just hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Like, why are you taking a shit in parking like spots? Maybe wildin', bro. San Francisco's trife. You waiting for the club, it smell like piss and shit. Motherfucker, we in the oil, it smell like piss and oil. We in the alley, it smell like piss and oil. San Francisco ain't got no chill. Even some of the strip clubs in San Francisco, don't go to some of them. Like, get on Yelp. They be having like, just first of all, if you go to a strip club in San Francisco, look at the name. If it's like the fucking wooden horse or something that sound kind of the Trojan horse, something sound crazy, don't go. Go on Yelp or something to see what the work is like. Bitches be having bullet. Is that cellulite? Is that a bullet scar? You think it's cellulite at first? This motherfucker got bullet wounds, stripping, oomph. Like, if you don't get your 50 cent ass shot the fuck up ass down off of there, something special. Hit my wisdom tooth, spit it out. Like, you got bullet holes. Get the fuck down. Bitches brought their kids to the club, trying to rock them to sleep. Like, I can't get jiggy with this. You trying to put your kid to sleep and shake your ass? Like, leave me alone. I couldn't get a sitter tonight. Like, if you don't get that fucking baby kid off the fucking stage, her other kids sliding on the pole and shit. This cheap ass strip club. Yeah, I'm out. Fucking Players Club and shit. Somebody said it smelled like cucumber body spray. Y'all are funny. That's funny. Yeah. Fucking herbal essence. Get the fuck down. Like Kevin Hart. Sit the fuck down. Oh, man. Y'all out of pocket. Someone said, does Frisco got the people on Sherm? Hey, y'all hella funny. Man, they got that town dope and that SCO dope. I don't know what they on. They on bath salts. I don't know what they on, but San Francisco wild, Oakland wild. Like Oakland is like. Have you ever seen I Am Legend with Will Smith? It's like that with people, or like with more people. I don't know, these motherfuckers. Like it'll be pitch black in Oakland, right? Like there's like for whatever reason somebody shot the street lights out or whatever the fuck happened. No lights, and then people walking across the street like they fucking Batman. No reflective gear, like slowly walking over 4 lanes of traffic, and like it's like a road where you can, where it's like 2 lanes this way, 2 lanes that way. You could drive like 50 miles an hour, and they'll just be casually walking like Bigfoot and shit. Look at your car, like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you? You know what I'm saying? You have all black, walking with dark ass clothes. It's shit trash, bro. You definitely get an Uber. Don't be drinking and driving in the city or Oakland. Don't do it in general, but those definitely aren't the cities to do it. They just be walking across the street like, fuck it. Fuck my life, especially the crackheads. Hit me, bitch. You ain't gonna hit me, bitch. Pussy ass. Like walking across hella slow. Like, damn, you want it. Crackheads have no fear of anything. Be just walking across lanes of traffic. Like, fuck it. I'm homeless. What's the matter anyway? Anyway, I don't even know how we got here, but fuck it. Yeah, man. I'm feeling good. We just wrapping up the year. Boxing's been good. Anybody watch Wilder Fury epilogue? I heard it was good, but I didn't watch it. They got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Yeah, they trying to get hit, try to get that check. I mean, I could die, but if I survive, I'm going to get some of that money, 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 money. Yeah, I got to watch the Fury Wilder. I didn't even watch the fight, but the epilogue is on YouTube also. Ronald Finkley watched it. He said it was great. Showtime's been doing good. Oh, speaking of Showtime, Premier Boxing Champs. I was watching football. I was watching with my pops a little bit of it. They had the Buccaneers NFL game on, and they showed a Charlo preview. Hey. Hey, they so mad. I posted a video before I started this live stream. It got 15 likes and 10 dislikes. And I was just following up, asking a question. Is Pacquiao still too old to fight Lomachenko? And nobody's denying anything. Hey, if you guys could, after this video, go to that video and hit the like button. We can't let these fucking haters beat us. Listen. I don't care what you say. It doesn't dislikes it, like you're not faking the masses. Real boxing fans, you're not. Bottom line, my question, the reason I'm asking the question is because after seeing the Pedraza fight, the Pacquiao fight, if it wasn't interesting to you, Lomachenko versus Pacquiao, it should be. Lomachenko can't just disregard Pacquiao as old. So you don't have to rematch Salido because he's old and because, it doesn't make sense now, but you could have rematched him at some point before, like immediately after, like most people do. Then you're going to relegate Pacquiao to being an old legend. I mean, what if everyone in boxing, what if Wilder said that? What if Wilder said, I ain't fighting Luis Ortiz, this motherfucker 38 years old, 39. Why should I fight him? Then we wouldn't have got to see a great fight and a meaningful fight for Wilder's career. Am I right or am I wrong? What if everyone did that? What if Danny Garcia said, man, I ain't fighting no Eric Morales. He too old. What if Canelo said, I ain't fighting Shane Mosley. I'm not fighting 36-year-old Golovkin. Why should I fight Cotto? He's 38. What if Canelo did that? He wouldn't have no fucking resume. I'm not fighting 40-year-old Baldomir. You know, but Lomachenko can just say, hey, why should I fight Pacquiao? He's old. Canelo fought an old legend in Mayweather, an old legend in Cotto, you know. Golovkin, who's 36, which is, you know, kind of boxing old if you've been boxing your whole life, like Golovkin. Shane Mosley, Baldomir, Alfonso Gomez was definitely probably older than Canelo. He was on the Contender and shit. You know, but you guys accept it. So anyway, after this video, there's a video called Follow Up. Lomachenko said Manny Pacquiao was, quote, too old and past it. And I said, what about Loma Pacquiao now? It has 16 likes and 10 dislikes. So if y'all can smash the like button, because they clearly are trying to hate because they know what I'm saying is true. This is what they do. But the great thing about new media, we're not fazed by that. My YouTube paycheck is not affected by dislikes. My CPM is crazy. Crazy. And I got another announcement coming soon, but y'all will see. You know, we got to wait for a little something. You know, I'm not going to give too much away, but y'all see. So all that, you know, hating and shit and like mad because someone's saying something truthful, like I could always tell the video has 16 likes, 10 dislikes, but there's not 10 comments in the comments section saying, oh, hey, Ego, you're wrong. Lomachenko, he looks superb throughout the Pedraza fight. So that goes to show you what it is and what it ain't. Anytime you see dislikes, always look at the comments. Now, if I was saying some bullshit in the video and you had 10 plus people who were saying, oh, what you said made no sense. Here's why. Lomachenko looked great in rounds 1 through 10, you know, and he was dominating and you're not giving him enough credit. That'd be one thing. But you don't see that, so you know what time it is. No, I got Loma over Pac-Man. I'll pick Pac-Man. At 140, hell no. But either way, let's see it. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how you know. Then it's not an old Pacquiao fight. Let's see it. If you know, let's see it. I would favor Pacquiao. Pacquiao got smoked. I can't. I'm about to make so much money in 2019. I'm gonna just start betting, y'all. I'm gonna just start betting, finding some way to bet people. But yeah, man, off of that, everybody that you thought didn't have a chance has a chance. That Lomachenko looked more human, for sure. Now you got to still deal with what he does well, but motherfuckers, like I even see it. People are like, oh, I didn't give Tank a chance, but now, you know, I think Tank can win. You know, people are already saying that in the comment section. He just had shoulder surgery. Ward came off of a knee surgery when he fought Kovalev. He didn't even have any road work. Excuses. Michelle Bouchard is making excuses, y'all. We got a channel member making excuses. Who was scared? Listen, Jared Hurd just came off shoulder injury. He just knocked his man out. What else you got to say? Pacquiao came off a shoulder injury and knocked Bradley down 2 or 3 times in the third fight. He was coming off alleged Pacquiao surgery from the Mayweather fight. So, you know, injuries happen. Wilder's coming off of a broken hand. Wilder has had broken hands in the fight. Lomachenko himself has had a fractured, damn near broken hand in, you know, that's what basically a fracture is. A small break in his hand during the fight, and then he made it through. Canelo had knee surgery and walked Golovkin down. Thank you. Would be more TV. Any more of them excuses? This is standard stuff. You know, a lot of people are hurt and, you know, coming back from hurt. You know, it's just funny how the game goes. Just last week, Wilder got a draw, retained his title. People are making a case for him winning. Some people are saying he lost. And when he said, hey, my arm was fucked up before the camp, but no excuses, they're like, bullshit. Now he wants to say an excuse. Now Lomachenko he had a tough fight with Pedraza where he didn't look sharp. He didn't look as sharp as he did, as most people thought he would, and now it's more excuses. Come on, man. We not buying it. 2019, y'all might as well just pack up all them excuses, put them in the crates, because them shits ain't good anymore. New media's here. Death Row East, believe in that. Come on, Ego. He's not going to go all out fighting his first fight if he don't have to. You really want me to believe that? See, this is the excuses y'all make. Talk about, I even seen someone said Lomachenko looked vulnerable on purpose. To, you guys start getting drastic. You're in the wrong sport if you're not going to go all out your first fight back or whatever bullshit you just said. Because you got someone who's trying to kill you. You've seen the unfortunate thing that happened to Adonis Stevenson. So you can't, I'm going to just play lightly today. This is not like a pickup game of basketball at your local YMCA. This is a hurt business, Michelle Bouchard, you sound salty. He did win. Nobody said that he didn't win. Listen, the thing is, you can win, and you can win in fashion. He didn't win in fashion. He did a great job in the 11th round, and that saved the performance somewhat. But through its totality, put it this way, more rounds didn't look like anything close to round 11 than did. No, it's not that you see, now you sounded desperate. You said, I can't like Loma. I never said you can't like Lomachenko. You can like him, but listen, it don't matter who you like. You got to be realistic. Okay, so listen, cut the bullshit. Did Lomachenko rate his performance? On a scale of, let's do a letter grade, A, B, C, D, or F. Where do you rate his performance? No excuses. I don't care about any backstory. Like, he looked bad on purpose. Just tell me, what was his letter grade? I can't wait to hear this. Let me get my tissue. So, Michelle, what was the letter grade? Was that his best performance? Where you at, Michelle? We just want to know the letter grade. See, it's taking forever. All you have to type is one letter. No, I said no explanation, and now you can't respond. No, he didn't look his best, but it was good enough. 7. So I said name a letter grade, and you put a random number. But whatever. The most of the people just voted, and I seen C's or B's. So that would average out to C, because I seen far more C's than I seen B's. I didn't see any A's or anything. So the bottom line is, you're admitting that Lomachenko didn't look his best. So it's not that you can't like Lomachenko. All I urge you to do is be realistic. Be realistic. What's the problem with anything that I've said if, in fact, you agree that he did not look his best? Okay, so you just gave him a C+. So what have I said that you disagree with? He didn't look his best. Boxing is a what have you done for me lately type of sport. Off of that performance and his struggle with Linares and getting knocked down on Linares, I could say, and I can infer from those 2 lightweight fights, it hasn't looked like so far this is his best division. When Ward moved up to 175, he never got knocked down by anyone until he got to Kovalev, and that was 1 fight. So in 4 light heavyweight fights, Ward got knocked down 1 time. In Lomachenko's first fight in the new division, he got knocked down. Terrence Crawford had 2 fights, both with bigger guys at 147, moved up even more pounds, 130 to 135, that's 5 pounds. Terrence Crawford was undisputed from 140 to 47, that's 7 pounds. Fought bigger guys, one taller, one just bigger, and Jeff Horn. One was a champion, one's a former champion, and guess what? He didn't get knocked down, and not only did he not get knocked down, he didn't have, those weren't like toughest fight. I think Gamboa still to this day is probably Crawford's toughest fight, Benavidez didn't do bad, but, midway through, I thought Crawford was really pulling away, once he found his range a bit. And Kovalev is a big puncher. Shout out to Cobra, man. Y'all be holding me down like it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad Ronald Finkley put your ass in timeout. See, this is what they always do. The dude says, "Yo, ego, I'm not trying to be a troll, but you always you seem kind of salty when talking about Loma." It's always reverts back to me. So instead of them saying what I said that was inaccurate, they somehow blame me for my thoughts. Bottom line is, tell me what you disagree with. I don't care what you feel or what your thought. What do you disagree with? Let's get to that. What have I said about, if I'm salty, what have I said about Lomachenko that you do not agree with? They never answer the most basic of questions. Somehow I always get blamed. Listen, right or wrong, I always explain how I feel the way I feel with reasonable, sound, provable, factual, most of the time. Some things are like things that I've viewed, but a lot of, like, when I'm giving details and shit, that's all factual. And somehow I get blamed for it. I'm salty. What do I got to be salty for? All I'm saying is this. Lomachenko is a good fighter. The way he's being praised, the pound for pound, #1 and stuff like that, I do not agree with that. It's simple. If you would like to know why I don't agree with that, I can, for the umpteenth time, tell you that. But it has nothing to do with me being salty. I'm telling you what I feel and what I've seen. Why do you guys think I just pick random fighters like Anthony Joshua and Lomachenko and have this like vendetta against them? Like, how would I just pick them in boxing? Just, okay, Loma, AJ, I'm going to target, Gala. I'm just going off of what I've seen, what teams are saying, what their team is saying, what their trainer's saying, what their promoter's saying. That's it. You act like I went to school with Lomachenko and he stole my girl or something. Like, I don't know, dude. He grew up in Ukraine. We come from two different places. It had nothing to do with it. I'm just telling you based on what I've seen, what's been said, how HBO acted, how ESPN acted, things Bob Arum, his promoter, have said, things his team have said, And on top of the Pacquiao, oh, he's too old. He said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford. Does anybody see that as being logical? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford. His own manager said that's suicide. Those are his words. He said that's a suicide mission. Why aren't people talking about that? That was Lomachenko's own words. See, reality is starting to kick in. I know Lomachenko, he's really competitive. But I think he's seeing that reality start kicking in. I ain't heard one person talk about Lomachenko and Crawford. This was a couple of years ago. Ain't nobody talking about it. You know why? Because we already know what would happen. And this is the thing. You can't. For some reason, I get blamed. I'm not matching him with Terrence Crawford. Y'all are. He's the one that, like, not y'all are. He is. He's the one that said he wants to fight Terrence Crawford. We could trace this all back. I remember they asked Terrence Crawford, "Would you fight Lomachenko?" And he's like, "What?" He looked at them crazy. Like, nah, he's not even my weight class. I'm not worried about him. But the reason they were asking the question is because he called out Terrence Crawford. It's all, you could trace all of this back. But once again, I told you, my memory is crazy. People act like they don't remember all of a sudden. Why is Lomachenko not calling out Crawford anymore? He said that's his end goal. Like he wanted to build up to that. Look, like Muhammad Ali said, I'm ready to back up every word I'm saying. Look, I got the videos. I did videos on all this shit. Terrence, 1 year ago, 88,000 views. Terrence Crawford warns Vasyl Lomachenko. I didn't make this up. Look, they got the video in case you want to play it. So, at the end of the day, he brought that on himself. He's the one that said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford. Now he ain't saying nothing about it. Because like I said, I believe reality's kicking in, that his style, his arms aren't that long. The fact that he gets hit, you know. Michelle Bouchard said, why you hate Lomachenko? Why do I hate? So see, this is the problem with a lot of you guys. You guys deal with boxing from a love-hate perspective. If you're keeping it real, then that means you hate the person. That doesn't work like that. Not everybody has a love-hate relationship. You know, just because you say, like, my parents have grounded me. They gave me whoopings. So that means my mom hates me. You know, my mom took away my TV or said I couldn't go on a field trip, so she hates me. See how ignorant what you guys say sounds? So your parents, if your parents discipline you or tell you something you need to hear, like, oh, hey, ego, you fucking up. You need to do blah, blah, blah. I know my parents don't call me ego, but you get what I'm saying, right? So that means my parents hate me. You know, or if my brother says, oh, you need to clean up your act, you tripping and you doing this and blah, blah, blah. So he hates me now. Yeah, I'm not going back and forth because you're not even answering the question. Anyway, it has nothing to do with hating Lomachenko. It has everything to do with what I've said it has something to do with. So, you know, you could stay in your own Lomachenko world. Hopefully he fights the best and, you know, good fights. He's pushing 30. So hopefully he fights, you know, Mikey Garcia like he's calling out. Hopefully he gets that. I would love to see it. It's a great fight, you know, and then we'll see. We'll see who wins. They always try to blame me for it. And the thing is, like, aside from like ESPN, everybody's talking the same thing. You know, everybody that watched the fight, from what I've seen, a good variety of them, unless they've always showed you some bias, they're saying the same things I'm saying. You know, but somehow, because I'm a big voice in boxing, you know, people know the brand and shit. It's my fault. It's not my. I didn't make Loma fight how he fought. I didn't make him look vulnerable. I didn't make him look human. I didn't make his face mark up. Pedraza did that, so you got to give him credit. Don't, you know, spread the love. It don't have nothing to do with me. I didn't do this to Lomachenko. Y'all want to blame me. Y'all want to blame me like I caused this. Bottom line is, styles make fights. Loma has a fighting style that's entertaining, but again, as you start fighting bigger guys, just mark my words. That's all you have to do. Just remember I said this. As you start fighting bigger guys, some of those same old tactics probably won't work. And if you denounce or don't believe what I'm telling you, and the changes aren't made in his fighting style, fine. Tell him to fight those people. You know, let's see Top Rank make those fights, and then we'll see what happens. It's that simple. If Lomachenko fights Mikey Garcia or Gervonta Tank Davis, we'll see. If he fights him the same way he's been fighting, we'll see how that works in his favor. No, it's not. See, someone said he wasted his prime years in the amateurs. No, it's not even really that. it's a stylistic thing. Luis Ortiz is someone to be reckoned with in the heavyweight division, and he's older than Lomachenko by probably almost a decade. It's a stylistic thing. The thing is, you don't have Cubans hopping in and getting greedy with their offense like Lomachenko's style. All this matrix shit that he's being praised for is also what's going to probably give him the most issues if he faces an adequate puncher who's bigger than him, who has heart and is not going to just, give up the first sign of danger. Like someone, I would have to see Mikey Garcia quit and Tank Davis quit. I would have to see him create that. Mikey has very good footwork. There's a lot of, I can't say everyone because I don't want to stereotype, but there's a lot of Eastern Europeans, not so much on the hooks, and not so much on the inside fighting. Mikey Garcia, that's where he probably excels. Mikey Garcia is, against most of his opponents at 135 and 40, he's not necessarily the biggest dude. Dejan's Latissian and kind of short, so he might have been bigger there. But, Robert Easter and, Errol Spence, all these dudes are going to be bigger than him. But Mikey is technically well. He does things technically right. Good footwork, good fundamentals, very smart, intuitive, ring IQ, gets himself into position, doesn't launch an attack when he's like out of position, and he just does everything right from a fundamental aspect. Lomachenko is winning off of athleticism, frenetic motion, good speed, and dictating the pace. If he's not able to dictate the pace and he's forced to fight a different type of fight, backing up or can't throw 40 punches, it's going to be anxious to see how he does. Just like Golovkin. When Golovkin was getting backed up, what happened? He didn't look like the same. That's the blueprint. But you have to have the right style to even do it. There's a lot of Eastern European, Russian and stuff. I can't say everyone fights like this, but there are some similarities with at least the people we're referring to. That's why Usyk at heavyweight, is going to be interesting style because these heavyweights can crack. They're hurting guys bigger than Usyk. So if Anthony Joshua walks you down and doesn't let you win the mental war of like psyching him out and getting off and he doesn't break mentally, then Anthony Joshua, if he goes for broke and walks Usyk down, that's going to be a hard fight for Usyk. You just can't, it's like sorcery or something. You can't let the footwork and the fact that you're struggling to catch it. You can't let that stuff discourage you. You have to just keep trying your shot, keep shotting your shot. Catch these guys in transition, punch with them. At least the guys that I'm referring to, Usyk and Lomachenko. If you let Lomachenko get in the rhythm, he's going to dominate because you've seen how he exploded in the 11th round as soon as he had Pedraza hurt. That woke his game up. But he would be, in my opinion, the one that's getting discouraged like he was earlier in the rounds if he's unable to do that. Because he doesn't have like a backwards game. See, the thing why Floyd was pound for pound is because his style is hard to beat. You match him with all these different styles and it's hard to beat. Even Pacquiao ain't no chump beat Pacquiao, except maybe earlier when he was still developing. Nobody else beat Pacquiao that was a chump, that was a shitty fighter. There was nobody. Name somebody since Pacquiao's been Pacquiao in America. Name someone that beat Pacquiao that really won the fight that didn't deserve, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I could think of is Jeff Horn. I really thought Pacquiao won that fight. So, Pacquiao don't just be losing to whoever. Pacquiao don't just lose to anybody. You still got to be good. So, as far as Lomachenko being pound for pound, I see how you pound for pound when I could think of multiple people in or around your division that if the matches were made, they could probably beat you. Hey, I'm not even lying. If Teofimo was further along in his career, I had to see more from him. but he might even have a style to beat Lomachenko. He doesn't have the experience though, so I don't know if he would be able to land on Lomachenko like he wants. But if Teofimo, just based on his punching power and his style and his hunger, those are some strong attributes, but he lacks experience at the pro level. Teofimo looked like a monster. He looking. I like what I'm seeing from him, because Loma will have no choice but to respect his power. He just needs the experience. So, I know that's kind of premature because he's still in the prospect stage. But all I'm saying is those are some of the attributes that it would take to beat Lomachenko, or those would be good attributes to have: the confidence and the power of Teofimo. He's just lacking kind of like the pro level experience, which could, if you put him in there with Lomachenko, when, before he gets a world title or something, then it wouldn't make sense. I'm just telling you that staying in the pocket shit that Lomachenko's doing is you limit your shelf life. To be honest, Lomachenko's defense is not what people act like it is. The reason I'm trying to tell y'all, but y'all don't want to listen to me. Y'all always get angry and shit. Just hear what I'm saying. The reason guys like Triple G and Lomachenko are able to limit guys in their punching is because people fall for the hype. People fall for the legend about them. And then they start seeing them move around and stuff, and they don't know what to do, or they get confused or get befuddled. If you just work through that, if you keep working through it and keep working through it, keep trying to land your shot. Like for Lomachenko, if you have power, you have to probably throw a lot of punches. Punch at his chest, punch him in the stomach, punch even if it hits his arms. Throw fucking punches. If you sit there and let him touch you up and you're just sitting there, you're getting fucked up, because anyone will get fucked up with that. You have to punch with him, make him respect you, make him be like, damn, I can't just come in like that. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, man, when Linares dropped him, all of a sudden you seen Lomachenko come in there with a little bit more damn respect. He just got dropped. Where was the Matrix then? See, the difference is this. Tyson Fury got dropped and killed by Wilder, came back to life, and was still doing the same shit. Book it. They just did the replay yesterday. Go watch the fucking fight. The 12th round, the most significant knockdown that Wilder had Tyson Fury knocked out. Fury got the fuck back up and was like, hands behind his back, playing around, doing the same shit he had been doing throughout the fight. Lomachenko, when he got knocked down by Jorge Linares, all of a sudden, all the fidgety stuff, he slowed that down a whole lot. Not just a touch, but a whole lot. Y'all don't, this is what I'm saying, a lot of y'all don't know boxing. Y'all don't watch and study the type of shit. Tyson Fury, and see, that's another thing. I don't judge fights based solely on someone's face. But some fights, it's adequate and it lends credence to the point. Tyson Fury fought the biggest puncher in boxing in Deontay Wilder, and his face did not look as bad post-fight as Lomachenko's. I was at the Fury fight with Wilder. I was right next to Tyson Fury. He walked right by me. It's all on camera. I got a good glimpse of him. I'm a tall dude. He's a tall dude. He looked right in my camera and then, kept walking to the stand. Tyson Fury's face did not look as beat up as Lomachenko. This is Lomachenko post Jose Pedraza. That should be concerning, because you have Lomachenko, who fought at best a moderate puncher at 135, a guy with a 44% knockout ratio, who's marking up your face. Then you look at Tyson. There's only one Tyson Fury, who fought the biggest puncher in boxing at heavyweight and his shit didn't look as marked up. You know why? Because Tyson Fury is a fluid boxer with a lot of good upper body movement, and he made Deontay Wilder miss. So basically his defense is tighter. This motherfucker is almost 7 feet tall, and his defense is tighter. God body shit. You know, the feints and shit, and hand behind the back, like confusing Wilder in spots. That's why his face didn't look crazy, because he wasn't just going to be there to hit. He couldn't afford to just get hit by a sledgehammer puncher like Deontay Wilder. Meanwhile, Lomachenko's style is like this, you know, sports car, and he likes to stay in the 55, 60 mile per hour range. It's cool, but I'm telling you, guys with timing, guys with power, you know, block James marbles. Guys with power, guys with speed, guys who could match Lomachenko's foot speed without getting too bothered and, you know, flustered and frustrated. You know, those are going to be difficult fights for Lomachenko. I think Mikey has good footwork, basic, but it's good, you know. You know, he's going to pivot and move quick enough, and he got smoke. If Lomachenko stays greedy in the pocket and catches a Mikey Garcia left hook, I don't think he's going to want to be in there. If it doesn't like hurt him bad, then I don't, you know, that's going to get him discouraged. And listen, I'm trying to tell y'all boxing. What is Lomachenko? See, this is the thing. When you excel at a particular style, what if somebody beats that style out of you? Meaning, like, let's say Mikey hit him so fucking hard where his legs are really rubbery, but he's still up. What is he going to revert to if the reason for his success is that fidgety jackrabbit shit, you know? Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop. What can he do? That's what I'm talking about. See, people always talk about, like, let's say Floyd Mayweather with the Philly shell. That's only part of his arsenal. Because when he fights southpaws, he doesn't even really, he fights large chunks of the fight without the Philly shell. He might do that with, watch the Pacquiao fight with Mayweather. He did the Philly shell for a period of time. But against a southpaw, doing it, you're lined right up for that southpaw's left. So he's not doing, that's not the only thing he's doing. Floyd can come in the high guard. He switches it up. But again, Lomachenko's style to me is predicate. All that matrix shit, that's him at his best. So certain things naturally happen to your body if you get hurt, get rocked, get your bell rung. So I would be anxious to see how, you know, what his boxing ability would be able to be if his legs are dead tired because someone killed his body, or he just got his bell rung really bad. You know what I'm saying? By a formidable Gervonta or Mikey Garcia type puncher. Guys like Pacquiao, Gervonta, and Mikey Garcia all hit hard as fuck, you know, in their respective divisions. If you get your clock clean by that, then, you know, how you going to jump around if you, like, that's going to take something out of you. You're going to knock some of the screws and bolts loose. But whatever. Y'all believe whatever you want. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, watch TV. But it was good seeing the Charlos on Fox. They're already airing commercials, so I can't wait for the Spence Mikey Garcia fight. I'm sure they'll do a hell of a job. And, you know, more things that I said that came true. I told you, this Al Heyman is the godfather. Him putting these fighters on Fox, this is big business. You could watch Sunday football, like me and my pops are doing, and they were showing Fox Charlo Brothers commercials. You know, when it was just on Showtime, no disrespect to them, or HBO, you know, if you didn't have those networks or weren't watching, you know, an HBO show or a Showtime show at that given moment, then you didn't really see too many Showtime ads on network TV. This man, Al Heyman, got to deal with Fox, which is also has NFL programming, and they just show the Charlo herd highlights and stuff. And the good thing is they're getting Charlo's two twin brothers. People love twins, especially women and shit. They just love the idea of twins. Like, there's someone else that looks just like you. You know, it's just a cool story. So that is it's a good first fight. because Charlo brothers have good highlight reel knockouts and shit. So, you know, doing these little promos, Jamal Charlo, you know, showing all these Hugo Centeno knockouts and Erickson Lubin falling all crazy. I think that's a good look to kick things off for Fox. But, yeah, they did it during the Cowboys game, during the Buccaneers game. Shout out to Renee. Shouts out from Mexico. Ego, enjoy your evening. Shout out to Mexico. I love y'all. Canelo's fighting this week, you know. Shout out to my dude, Derek Kill. Man, we working. I promise you. I'm feeling so motivated. Peace, TB Ego. This is the best boxing talk on YouTube. Smash the like button, people. Box square all. See, me and Michelle Bouchard, we you know, we can disagree on parts. Everyone just try to act like you get blocked and all that. No, we could disagree, but if, you know, be reasonable with what you say. You know, don't be uber disrespectful, saying crazy stuff. And, you know, we all good. But anyway, I like Fox, what they're doing so far. I hope they do an all access on Showtime for Broner Pacquiao too, because I think that would be lit. So I like what Al Heyman's doing with the Premier Boxing Champs on those two networks. You know, and from what I heard, the all access on Showtime was awesome with Wilder Fury, the recap epilogue shit. I heard it was awesome. I'm probably gonna watch it in a minute on the iPad. I heard it was awesome, and like I seen in the comment section, it's on YouTube right now. So go follow it. You know, this is what I'm talking about, people. We got to get boxing back to where it deserves to be. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, haha, Wilder ticket sales suck. You know, why would you want that to be the case? You know, anything I could do to help boxing within reason that makes sense, I'm trying to do. So everybody check the comment section. That's the link for Showtime's All Access Epilogue, Wilder versus Fury, the first one. Please watch it. Give it the views. Smash the like button on mine. You know, we all bringing boxing back. You know, all the good shit in boxing. You know, we got to highlight that stuff too. Give it the proper views. But anyway, from what I've seen on the epilogue Wilder Fury comments, people were saying that, oh, I can't wait for the rematch. This is very good stuff. That's how it should be. People should be clamoring for the rematch. Now we know that the rematch is going to do better. Anyway, that's my piece. You know, Lomachenko's a good fighter. He gutted one out, did good in the 11th round. I have some questions about him at lightweight, you know, and I can't wait to see what Top Rank does. Who are they going to match him with? Like I said, Berchelt, Machado, those are still tough fights, you know, based on their style and their power. You know, you just got to punch with Lomachenko. Punch him, try to catch him in transition, punch his chest, punch at his chest, punch him in the arm, make him feel worn, you know. But as far as pound for pound, I gotta rock with my dude Terrence Crawford. I gotta put him over there. More fights, more separation, more, and his style seems harder to beat. You get what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford's style seems harder to beat, just like Andre Ward, just like Floyd Mayweather. It's like hard. Like, how do you beat Floyd? What do you do? You can't just be a southpaw, because Robert Guerrero was a southpaw. Pacquiao was a southpaw. Zab Judah was a southpaw. You can't just be bigger. Canelo was bigger. Victor Ortiz was bigger. You know, you can't just be rugged and bull rush him. Ricky Hatton tried that. You can't have speed. Pacquiao, Zab had that. You can't be taller. Diego Corrales had that. You know, you can't just have youth. Canelo had that. Same thing with Andre Ward. How do you beat him? Edwin Rodriguez, you know, failed to make weight. Then was supposed to weigh a certain amount the next day, failed to make that weight, came in at 190 for a 168 contest. Paul Smith missed weight and then missed weight again. Same deal at a catch weight, you know. Dre beat both of them. Kovalev, Carl Fry, all these four guys fight different. Same thing with Crawford. When I look at him, what beats him? You know, what guarantees to beat him? You know, we got to wait and see. That's my time. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the channel members and the shooters and everybody who supports We Working.